or fly her around the United States or out of the country to fuck her. But she is not the icon living that is T.S. Madison. And that is no tea and no shade. Those are facts. You can go to Google right now and type in big dick bitch. Those are words that belong to the world. Big dick bitch, and I will pop up. She was not talking about trans people, Keisha. She was no, she was talking about me.
Right.
This was me and Monique's moment.
Right.
And this was also a moment for her to take the word transgender and throw it back into the faces of a man that identifies as hetero.
He identifies as what?
He does. Craig. Don't do that.
What does he do?
A man that identifies. Hold on, Craig. No, don't take me out of the moment. No, Craig, do not take me out of the moment.
You've backed this Buick up in this spot.
Do not take me out of the moment. He identifies as a hetero.
It's not, even though you're not her type of representation, I still don't think it's right though. Because just because somebody isn't your cup of tea doesn't mean the work that they're doing should be minimized or should be.
Well, that's why I'm not minimalizing her presence on OnlyFans. She may have she might be a wallpaper. She might be an icon on somebody's telephone as a screensaver for some man that wants to suck her cock or wants to fuck her in her cornhole. Or when she came forth and she said transgender, do you know that the trans community, some of the trans community, and I'm going to say this in love, Craig, because I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is growth. Watch your sister do growth.
Okay.
Didn't you see me display growth just earlier?
Absolutely.
Watch your sister, because I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. So there's no reason for me to have any bitterness in my heart, any malicious conversation. None. I'm too blessed for that. So I'm going to continue that. I understand how we are very much so, we walk on eggshells in our community, and how the moment that we as trans people get an opportunity to be seen by people who we have been pleading our case to for the longest, that we're human, and they use terms that they are still learning, and this and the other, and they say transgender. I saw a lot of the conversation where the trans community was saying that in those moments that her using the term transgender dehumanized trans people.
Is he the same one that's running around with that young boy that was
Going this way. We're not.
Is this
No, we're not doing that. So just leave that there. These are your feelings.
Oh, okay.
This man,
communication is our partner, clarity.
Just leave it there.
Communication is our partner, clarity is our friend.
Do not take from this moment.
Okay, go ahead.
This man identifies. You see how Craig looking at my ass back there and turned away? He's gay. He's gay. He's gay. Let us be totally clear on that. And we appreciate her presence and her contributions to the OnlyFans community. And I'm not shaming the OnlyFans community, but bitch, that is the time after me. Those are pebbles and cobblestones that I put on the ground for the girls to tread after me. I haven't done adult films, bitch, in over a decade. And I will still pop up off of those three words. Not even .com, not .org, not .edu, not .anything. Big dick bitch, and I will pop up. Ma'am, let's hope that the legacy that you're building by getting your dick sucked brings you to that level to speak about scraps. We are not the same. You couldn't shame me by my weight. You couldn't shame me by my height. You couldn't shame me by my beauty. We are not the same. And don't you ever let any trick fool you into thinking that we are. You are a daughter. And I use daughter loosely. Now let us return, Craig. Let's give I could have went down a dark path terrorizing that girl.
Girl, I don't see no light down that path. I don't see any light down that path. I forgot I was sitting here.
Oh my goodness.
Now, what were we
There's
even
a
talking
difference
about?
between an icon. There's a difference between it being an icon in the world, an icon in ballroom, and an icon on a motherfucking screensaver, bitch. Know your levels.
But I love that Monique interview. And see the way that I saw it, and it's all about experience too, right? Like what your life experiences are. I'm not a trans person, so I saw and heard it differently, you know. And like when we talked about this on the phone the other day, I feel like Monique mentioned transgender just to, I think the subtext in that sentence was, and see, it took a trans person, which most of the world usually tries to push to the side. It took a trans person to bring us together, me and Lee Daniels, to bring us together. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the way she was using it. But I think sometimes we're so politically correct that we just fight and scream about anything. Like in the times that we need to be speaking up and out and raising hell, we're quiet. And then the times that we, you know, need to fucking be quiet, we out here raising hell.
Right.
But I love that interview.
Yeah,
And let me tell you something about Monique. That bitch is from Baltimore.
Come on.
And you know I'm from Baltimore.
Come on, Baltimore.
And we don't know other way, no other way to be other than straight up. And when that lady got over there on that couch and was naming names, first of all, I think what happens is because she's been on this journey for a few years now, there are a lot of people that are numb to it, and there are a lot of people who are exhausted with hearing about it. But I think when that lady sat down on that couch, she really cleared a lot of things up. And I believe what she said. I do. I think it was fucked up that Kevin Hart never gave that lady a call back. Now, I think it was admirable that he cut her that check.
Two things can be right at the same time.
That's right.
Come on.
Now, when she sent that money back with interest, that was some Baltimore shit. Because what you're not going to do is ever say,
I owe you.
Craig, come on. Who else holds those? Who else holds?
Oh, that's you. Okay, you guys have been asking me about the CMOS. Okay, here it is. Here's the plug. It is www.bhaitybloom.com. And if you use promo code CTWS, you'll get 10% off every single time you order. There's a variety of flavors, everything from mango to strawberry to green apple to pomegranate. It is there. Go on over to the website, www.bhaitybloom.com. This product comes directly from St. Lucia. Quite frankly, this is the first time I've had sea moss that doesn't taste like algae. Sea moss is great for improving energy levels, joint pain. Oops, yes, I dropped that. Removing inflammation from the body. And yes, it's perfect for the entire family, even the children. This really is the first time I've had sea moss that doesn't taste like a sea creature. You know that fishy taste. Yeah, it doesn't have that. But listen, follow her on Instagram and Facebook. You see it. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm CraigTheWriterStewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/CraigTheWriterStewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison Experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/CraigTheWriterStewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/CraigTheWriter. Do it now.